SRN Survival Radio Network.
This is Survival Radio Network, and you are listening to The Paula G. Show. Thank you so much for joining us. I am excited to have this gentleman join me this evening. He is originally from Detroit, but relocated to Cleveland some years ago, where he was introduced to the Chicago style of stepping. Some of you all are familiar with that. Some of you are not. But if you're not, we're going to bring you up to speed tonight. But since then, he has made a name for himself in this world of dance, and he has just taken off, and I don't think that there's anything that can stop him, and that's a good thing. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Paula G. Show, Mr. Choc James.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Hello, my brother. How are you?
Hey, Paula, how's it going?
It is going. It's
That's
going.
Good to hear.
Yes, and you have been on the go. You were here in Atlanta a little over a month ago, and since then you have just been constantly on the go. So tell us a little bit about what's been happening in your world.
Well, yeah, like you said, I was there last for the Heritage Ball, which happens every year. And, since then, I've still been doing my thing, still traveling, still doing workshops. So it's like my world is super busy. Every week I'm in the air. For that particular week, I was taking a break to support, which I tend to do at times because a lot of times, I look to meet new people, network, and different things like that. But it be so hard because I'm always working.
Yeah.
So I've been adding a few. I've been blocking some of the weeks in order for me to be able to travel and just support some of my friends that's promoters and that's doing their thing to give them that extra boost. So
yeah. Yeah, you have to protect your time because you get to a point where you're on this journey, you're doing what you love to do, but at some point you got to protect your time and kind of carve out some time for the people in your life that matter and have helped to get you where you are and where it is that you're looking to go to.
And you know what?
It's
so crazy that I've always been a dancer. I've always loved to dance. I did like I told you before, I did ballroom in Detroit for 15 years. But this thing has become like more than a passion. I'm addicted to this thing. I can't I really can't go and I'm not joking at all. I cannot go a day without stepping.
dancing.
It moves me and energizes me. It makes my day. If I don't step, it's gonna make for a bad day. I have to have it.
It's not a good day, and it probably would not be a good idea to be around Choc if he can't step on a daily basis.
Exactly, I'm a monster.
He can't step.
I got to have it. Yep.
What do you think it is about? And I'm asking this question for a reason. What do you think it is about the dance that just moves your soul, that stirs your soul?
For me, it's coming up with different things, and then when I'm doing those different things, seeing the excitement on people's faces, and just all the positive feedback, meeting new people, it moves me. It does something to me, and it makes me want to keep at it, keep doing it, continue to grow, being able to give people different things and that excitement. It makes better days for them as well. People are dealing with health issues and different things or whatever, so it's their getaway. Stress is at
Yeah.
work and within their household and everything. So, there's others that actually need this dance. You know what I mean? It
Mhm.
fuels them. So, being part of that and being able to make somebody feel good about something that
Mhm.
they may feel is at times a difficult task or whatever, because sometimes they get down on the fact that they can't do this particular move, or they get frustrated. But
Mhm.
with with giving them that extra boost and that providing them with that assistance to be able to do a certain move or whatever, it's a joy.
Yeah, it's a
It is
ministry, really.
absolute joy.
It's a
It is.
ministry.
Mhm.
It's a ministry because I have had the pleasure of being in one of your classes. I have had the pleasure of dancing with you, sir, and it you have a gift, and I've shared this with you before.
Thank you.
They're gifts and they're callings, and you have the gift of teaching, first of all. And for those of you who are listening who may be new to the world of Chicago stepping, or new to this arena, or even new to Choc James, if he should come to your town, and he will eventually, I would really, really encourage you to just experience his class and experience his teaching. And I'm just saying that from experience. I'm not getting anything from this. I'm just saying this from experience because my audience knows I'm genuine, and whatever I share with them is genuine and it's from the heart. But you really have a gift where you can make those individuals, because a lot of times individuals that are learning, they do get frustrated, and to have
Yeah.
someone to be able to help them through those frustrations, and not degrade them or anything of that nature. It really is a gift. It really is a gift.
Mhm.
It really is. And like you see the joy on
Those
the
faces
people's
is
faces.
wonderful.
Yes, yes, yes. And
Mhm.
you have quite a following of men as well as women, and I know a lot of times it can be a challenge in perhaps maybe certain parts of the country. It might be more of a challenge than others
Yes.
to get the men to the dance floor. So how do you encourage the men to engage?
It is a difficult task, but when the instructor is genuine and they
Mhm.
know or feel that it's we make it more so about them and not that dollar, they
Mhm.
tend to gravitate towards you. I'm a people person in general,
Mhm. Yeah.
and I'm humble within my dance. I'm very respectful, and the guys they kind of take to that. They
They see
they
that.
can see
Yeah.
through the BS at times. So yeah,
Mhm.
and it's usually like the guys that are newer to the dance that haven't been subjected to all the BS and
Mhm.
the rhetoric and everything is
Mhm.
those are the ones that they're a blank canvas. They're willing to listen and understand what's going on, and uh they coming in with open arms, like here we're embracing one another, and it's a brotherhood, you know.
Yeah.
But with those that are already in the dance, some of them
Mhm.
have been tainted, so it's like
Mhm.
I get a lot of pushback, like
Mhm.
it's crazy. But for the most part, I'm okay. I got a lot of guys that are followers and great supporters. So
Mhm.
hats off to my guys. Big ups to them. And,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you already know the ladies are is tons of women in the dance, and they
Yeah.
hey they I love the ladies. Definitely gonna support Chuck, and I appreciate them as well.
Yes, yeah. Well, again, I think I believe it is your style of teaching for both the male and the female. It's the style of teaching and having that. And I keep saying it because it's true. Teaching is not everybody can teach. Teaching is a gift. You have to be able to reach the masses. You have to be able to teach that person that's coming to your
Hmm.
class, whatever your classroom is, for the first time, as well
Yeah,
as the veteran that's in your classroom. Yet make both feel comfortable and make
yeah.
both feel like they've accomplished something. Like they're achieving something. So you've been, like you said, you probably half your month is on a plane, or you probably could
Yeah.
buy stock in an airline. Buy stock in an
I get a
airline.
lot of miles. Yeah, a lot of air miles.
So traveling across the country and sharing this dance, participating in this dance, I imagine that there may be some variations from coast to coast as you have traveled. How do you go about maintaining the authenticity or the integrity of the dance as you see the authenticity and the integrity of it?
Um, I it, to me, I don't get a lot of those. That's not really a challenge for me. I'm bouncing back and forth, whether it's down south or, on the West Coast, East Coast, Midwest, whatever. I take me, and again, I'm genuine with everything that I do. So I take me and what I've learned from the dance, and people respect what I give them. They appreciate what I give them, and not saying that they take it. I'm trying. I don't want to. I don't want to say the wrong word, because people they get my this interview and they'll go left with it. So
Yeah, I understand.
But I just give what I know. I'm genuine in that aspect, and I stay humble. And like I say, I don't get a lot of blowback from that.
Yeah, and I think you put it a good. I think you worded it very well. You give what you know, and I think with anything, I think we as we are learning in this world of whatever we're learning, but in this case dance, as we're learning, you like you said, you bring to the table what you know. It is up to the recipient as to whether or not they choose to receive or what they
most
do
cases,
with it.
They're very receptive. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and then they can take it and then grow and learn from there, because there are quite a lot of different viewpoints, shall we say?
Yeah.
So quite a lot of viewpoints. So I think it's the way that you worded that was very was just a beautiful
Thanks.
thing, the way you worded. Yes. Who are some of those legends? We hear the word legends. Who are some of legends that perhaps you have learned from, or that you that you look to or admire? If I'm
There are a handful. You have your like Daryl Davis is a legend. He's been very instrumental, giving me tons of information. I've learned from him. And yes, some of the younger cats, they don't look to themselves. They don't look at themselves as legends, but to me, they are. They've been very instrumental in my dance and my growth and my knowledge and everything. So, even like your Angie Faines and I look at Sherry Gordon as a legend. She would never say that she's one. She's very humble.
Right.
She knows the dance. She's been in it for a long time. Ice Ray, all of those guys, and the older guys. You don't tend to see them out that much. They're always they kind of hang amongst each other. They're the ones that's in the dungeon. They don't come out and hang out at the world's largest and everything. So they're giving their they're giving their lessons like kind of behind closed doors. It's more so up close and personal. It's an intimate type of a thing where you're visiting them at their houses and everything, or whatever the case. They not like they don't look for that spotlight. So those are the ones who you can really take information from, trust and believe what they're telling you. It's not a gimmick. It's not a game or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And they're hard to come by.